everybody, it's me, Crafty, and welcome back to my witchcraft series. I just want to talk a little bit about intuition, you know, your gut instinct, that sixth sense, whatever you want to call it. It's really important that you listen to it, because 9 times out of 10 it won't guide you wrong, you know. It's when we tend to go against it, and whether it's our own ego or whatnot kind of steps in and we try to do things our way, that sometimes it screws up and we fall flat on our face or whatnot. But for the most part, the more we listen to our intuition, or whatever you want to call it, you know, I think the stronger it gets. And you know, it's really important to do that. Case in point, 2 weeks ago I just had this really strong urge to move some of my more treasured books upstairs, because I've got like 3 great big wall units down here, and there's probably about 500 books or so. So we moved one of them upstairs, and I've got about 175, 185, somewhere in there, books that we hauled upstairs. And the reason being was, like, I was gonna put it off because I kind of got this feeling, and then I get a flash of like water in my mind, right? And I was like, that's odd, like my basement doesn't flood. This area has never flooded before, but you know, whatever. And I thought, well, maybe in the spring, maybe we're gonna get lots of snow this year, maybe if there's a quick thaw, maybe there will be lots of flooding or whatever. And I thought, I'll put it off. But it just, you know, kept nagging and bugging, and I thought, okay, I better listen to it. So I did, which was a good thing. And so we hauled up the one wall unit and hauled up books and whatnot, my kids and I. And then it was kind of like, well, I don't know. You know, like nothing seems to be happening and whatnot. And then yesterday I came home after work, and water pipes burst in my basement. So there's water everywhere, and you know, like, I mean, it wasn't really bad. Like, I mean, my computer's fine, obviously. The other books and photo albums and whatnot are fine, but where the break had occurred, I mean, there was a lot of damage, and I had stuff stored in cardboard boxes. I mean, it all got trashed. It had to be thrown out. So I mean, there's some photos that were lost, there were some documents that were lost, and you know, certain things can't be replaced. So yeah, and it was such a mess, and then yeah, trying to get that all fixed. However, it could have been a lot worse if I didn't listen to my intuition, right? It could have been way worse. So, you know, that's just something kind of minor. But whatever it is, you know, when you get that good instinct, that feeling, some people call it the mother's intuition. You know, maybe something happens to their child, but they know, you know, before they find out, or they just know something's wrong. Listen to it. You know, it's there for a reason. I really believe it's one of our more primal survival mechanisms, you know, that we've carried with us for thousands of years. And I think it's something that we all have, and those that use it more, I think it just develops more, you know. And unfortunately, some people, you know, some of us grow up in a society or in a culture and families that, you know, don't believe in any of that stuff or whatnot, but you know, it happens, right? We all know somebody that, you know, said, I had that gut feeling, and you know, thank goodness I listened to it, or oh, I wish I would have listened to it, that type of thing. So trust your gut instinct, whatever it might be. You know, if say you're going out on a date with somebody and you just get a really bad vibe, listen to it. You're worried about somebody, you're thinking about them really, you know, a lot, and phone them, you know, check up on them, whatever it is. Listen to it, follow it. You know, maybe you might want to document it and write it down, and you know, just keep track of it and that type of thing. So but it's there for a reason, and I think that the more we listen to it, the stronger it gets, the more we're open to it. And I think that we all have that ability in us, and you know, it's there for a reason, you know. So yeah, that's just my little blurb on listening to your gut instincts, your intuition, whatever it is. If you don't listen to it, that tends to be when, you know, you fall flat on your face, you know, and then after you're like, damn it, I should have went with the first choice, or, you know, that type of thing. So yeah, that's pretty important. So that's just my little blurb on that. And then I'm going to end the video, and then I'm going to make a new one. Probably talking about spirit guides or something. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Listen to your gut instinct. No matter how crazy it might seem at the time, even if it doesn't make sense, listen to it. And that's all I got to say about that. So we'll catch you guys on the flip side, and I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Ciao.